What's up everyone, this is Andre. Welcome to a new short tutorial. In this one, I'm going to show you very quickly how you can use Meistertask, specifically the basic free plan of it, to schedule and let's say manage your localization projects. Let's get right into it. This is exactly how you're going to start when you first sign up to Meistertask. The way we're going to organize our projects, partially because of the limitations of the basic plan, where I think you can only create 2 or 3 projects, and also because we want to find a way how to group all the information that we want to track across all of our projects. That's why we're going to only use, let's say, one project to track all of our projects. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So first of all, we're going to rename this first project that was added by default, and we're going to say that these are my projects. Let's start by creating the first task, which will be translation. When I click it, open the details. This is where we're going to first use the tags. And I'm going to create a new tag, which will be for project A. So this is our first project, and let's say we want to have it green. There. So now our translation belongs to project A. Next thing we want to do, normally I think I work with 30K for translation, so that should be roughly 3 weeks. So assuming that we start next Monday, it's going to end in July 1st. So there is our due date. We cannot set the schedule, so the start time and the end time, because you have to upgrade to use such a basic feature. So the only thing that we can do here is we can add a new checklist, and we're going to use this checklist to keep track of the translation for each of the languages that we have in our scope. So typically for my tutorials, I use this set of 4 languages: German, French, Japanese, and Korean. That's our translation. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add review. For this one, I usually do 40 hours. In the same way, we're going to assign it to project A by using the task. The due date will, in this case, be 1 week later, so that's July 8th. And once again, we can add the individual languages. And then finally, as a final milestone or as a task, we just have the delivery. And this one will be the same day as we complete the review. And for this one, I'm going to skip adding the checklist items because I assume we're going to deliver everything at the same time. So the way how you can use a board view like this, regardless of other apps that you may be using, is that, let's say we have project A, right? So you can see all the tasks, and we start with the translation. So once you send the translation to your translators, to the team, you move it to in progress so that you know that right now translation for project A is in progress. And maybe as you start getting the translations back, you can start ticking these individual languages off, right? Because not everyone will deliver at the same time. So we want to keep track for each of the language for our project. And then once everything is completed, so you can see here it's 4 out of 4. So it means all the languages were delivered. And we just move the card to done. And then you probably want to start the next task, which is the review. And if you have another project, which let's say has translation as well, the way how you differentiate it is you create another tag. Let's say this one will be project B. And let's have project B use, let's say, orange. So I'm going to assign this one to project B. And you could again fill the languages for that project, and then once you move, you just move the card here. This is a very simple way how you can track your projects on a slightly higher level. You don't have the granular level that I usually do in other tutorials because it would get too messy with the checklist if we had to track, let's say, heads up send, heads up confirm, hand of send, hand of confirm, and delivered, and so on. So that's why we keep it simple in this case. But here at least you can see what you are currently working on, what is still on your pipeline. And if we add here, I don't know, this due date, so you can see what is in progress, what are the individual languages that you have already received for that particular task, and when is the due date for the task that is in progress. So that's it. That is how you can use the basic plan of Meistertask. Goodbye.